Previously on T-Man 978.
They got it right this time. I got a Knuckles Pop Taters, and look, it comes with a ring. Look at that. And these are authentic Hasbro licensed Mr. Potato Head things, because he's a potato in them.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing G.I. Joe Classified Series number 139. Cobra, Chip, Raptor, Talon, and General Ledger. You know what I'm just realizing? I feel super crazy right now. I'm looking at his accessories and whatnot, and I was thinking, man, he could be like very dangerous and savage. I'm just realizing that he is a Cobra agent and not a G.I. Joe. So now it makes more sense. Anywho, this guy, yeah, I like him a lot more now. Because I could have swore he was a G.I. Joe. That's how much I know about him. Yeah, it's a deluxe release. So it comes in a bigger box than normal. And he comes with General Ledger right here, who is his Falcon. Or Hawk, I'm not sure what that is. But we will see him once I open this. And I'm opening it right now. Alright, this is a new one. These wings are actually strapped down to the packaging or the box. I've never seen that before. Normally it will be in its own little clamshell inside of there, but I guess it moves around. And from what I can tell already, this feels more substantial than I thought. Yeah, this guy is kind of cool. Kind of all the way cool to me, anyway. Let's get this punny General Ledger out of the way. In order for you to peg him into the arm, you have to rotate the gauntlet around, because the peg hole is pretty much on the back, where you would want to have this in the elbow. He pegs in at the back of the foot right there, or his talons. Anywho, here it is. It's a hawk, I'm assuming. Nicely painted, nicely decorated, and it has that little headgear thing they have on so that they don't get stimulated. But this is all he is. It's a pliable bird statue that can fit on his arm. It would have been way more interesting to me is if they put him in a flying pose, especially when Raptor is super duper dynamic and just all over the place with posability. But yeah, there he is. Here's how he compares to Freedom, which is about accurate because Freedom is an eagle. Since about 2017, I've been dealing with quite a few figures that have wing packs, and I think this is the best one to me. It has the joints in the correct spot. It feels substantial. It actually has pinned on joints, which is nuts, because it's typically everything is just clip on and loose and flimsy. This thing is great. But just looking at him, he would easily fit in with Zartan. From what I could tell, he should be a different mold. The arms don't look as big as Zartan's. Maybe the torso is the same, but it's mostly different everywhere else. The legs look smaller. The boots are definitely brand new. In the gauntlet, so that is what that is. We're gonna get into him and then come back for that wing pack. But here you see he has the bird headrest. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a living bird that he killed or hunted and then put on his head. But there's that. It is very, very detailed, covered in paint. The feather vest that he has on is covered in paint. His feathers coming out of his gauntlets, like this bird skin like texture right there. He has a bird on his belt. Tattoos wrap around the arms, go up the chest, go all the way up his back. Of course, this is actually removable. He kind of reminds me of a robin that went totally into the bird thing. And as you can see, he has this flattened out mohawk. So yeah, I don't know if he's Native American, but yeah. This is all one piece with that necklace. In order to get this off, you would have to heat up his neck, pop the neck completely off, and then slide this back, or risk stretching this over his head socket. I say go with take the neck off thing, and then you can take this off easier. But here he is, this utility pouch situation with the knife in there. Here's the gun holster with more utility pouches and whatnot. Feathers coming out the boots. That bird skin texture again. The actual talons on the foot. And this looked not too appealing at first until I seen it in person. I like that it's actually a fully realized boot with the talons over top of it. I thought it actually had toes in the boots. But really cool. One thing, I popped off the head and I see something they attempted to do. Like I noticed with the last figure I did that they were doing different stuff with the neck. Like that shaved down is sloped on the back. But that doesn't really help with this neck articulation. Like what we needed is this to actually be able to go back more, which I'm gonna have to fix after I finish this review. But yeah, let's get into the articulation. The head can look up that much using the bottom of the neck and the top of the neck. Even tried sliding the mohawk underneath of the vest. Come on, you. And yeah, that's as high as I can get him to look up. He should be able to look down, side tilts and all that. And let's zoom out. All right, the shoulders, this one is tighter than this one. But they go out 90 degrees. The butterfly joint is almost non-freaking existent. Like it is sculpted. Let me zoom in a bit. You see that? Normally there's a lot more range. With him having this vest on, that's weird. Though I see he actually does have a butterfly joint, but I may have to go in there and cut the little peg off. I showed that in my Cyclops review, my X-Men 97 Cyclops, I believe. So go to that if you want to see me do that surgery. This belt is free floating, by the way, but you get a lot of ab crunch, a lot back. You don't even need the ball at the base of the waist because you get a lot with just the ab crunch. That's a crazy amount of crunch. This is a softer piece, so the legs can kick back, drop down hips. We can kick out to the side all the way, kick up more than 90 degrees, thigh rotation, double jointed knees. He can kick himself in the back. That's nuts. Boot swivel, feet go all the way back unhindered. It's kind of hindered coming forward, but they do come forward, and you can get over that lip. I've done it. It is hard to do, but there we are. And you get ankle pivot, of course, and here is the bottom of the boots. Now this jetpack. Let's show it separately. Here we are. It's called the Rip Wing, or is it Rip Wing? Yeah, it looks like Rip Wing, and it's a CM2. Maybe M stands for Cobra Mars or something like that. You have this paint right there that I guess that's a power indicator, and these are power indicators back there. But several different colors, as you can see right here. gunmetal, the brown, the orange and yellow with yellow in it. All this is brown. I believe this is just the creamy plastic, so anything else you see on here is paint. There is silver on the wingtips all up right there. And this is actually pinned, like I said, with metal pins. It can go down, can go up a lot. Hinge damn near all the way forward. Go all the way back. Hinge all the way forward, almost right there. Goes back until you bump in. No, it doesn't. It just stops right there. And then we get this swivel that stops there. This should be able to go 360, to be honest. I just didn't want to break it, so I never went past that. But look at how it is painted on the front and the back. That is crazy. And like I said, the tattoos go all the way around, all the way up his back. So if you want to, you can have this like completely blocking him, like better than the freaking Captain America Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. It can come in and wrap around him like almost totally. So that is nuts. It's almost like when I was messing with it before, I was like, this almost feels like its own separate robot. Like this could fly and then attack people. If it went up vertically right here, that would have been cool. But the 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation. Let's do another comparison. Here's a Marvel Legends Angel. So starting from about here, it's slightly smaller wingspan. The wings are definitely bigger with this guy. And I believe all of these wings are like almost fully painted. But unlike this thing just had the fold out wings with just the hinge right there. So you can't wrap the wings around, which would have been nice with this guy. But here's something I was doing while I was comparing him to Zartan. I had the wings folded up like that on his back when they're like not in use. So that's cool. You can like before they start bumping in, they're bumping into each other now, but this seems to be as much as I can fold that down without it actually fighting me. Now you probably saw these claws. These are the same claws that came with Nunchuck, I think that's his name. They come out the hand, of course. You have to hook them into the hands to get it on. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. But he has this pistol right here. Just a regular freaking pistol. Does it have a hole in the barrel? Yes, it does. And yeah, nice. Let's see him holding it, because I honestly haven't even tried this. So there's that. Shoot, 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 shoot. Let's put this on. It's cool with or without this. This, I'm gonna admit, it doesn't like lock onto the head. So if I was to turn him upside down and start shaking, that would come off. But yeah, really like this guy. Let's see. Genuine complaint, but not a real complaint. The butterfly joint's not working. I wish the neck could look up a little bit more. And there was one more thing. Let me try to remember this. His arms do crunch in good, so that's good. Oh, the only other thing that I could think about, which is a super duper crazy just nitpick, but I'll mention it. Because he's a deluxe. With deluxe, you think a lot of accessories. He doesn't have a lot of accessories. He has the gun, the knife, the 2 blades, this, the bird, and the jetpack. Now, some regular releases come with more things than that, but this jetpack, this is why I say it was a nitpick. This jetpack is highly involved, and it's made out of good plastic. It does not feel light or cheap. So that is very good to me anyway. And that can go up. And I guess you could probably attack with these wings, since we're all sci-fi. Rip into things and open up ships and whatnot, or planes while he's flying by. So I really like him. I showed him next to Zartan. Here he is next to Destro. Slightly shorter. Here he is next to my Cobra Commander. Here he is next to my Marvel Boy I just found at Ollie's for $10. So there's that. Only thing I need to do now is heat up that. I'm gonna heat his neck up to remove this head. I'm gonna heat up his arms and see if I can chop that post off and see what happens. Alright, here he is without the vest on. I think I can get the vest off without actually heating him up, but I heated it up. But here is that full-on tattoos, the stuff you can't see up the top. And here is the back. It goes further up his back, but it stops at that peg hole. Now, while I warmed him up, I went ahead and dremeled the back of his neck so that he can look up more. Let me pop the head off. Like, it only moved about that, like this much before, and now I got it to go back a little bit more because I dremeled out that channel right there. The butterfly joints, I cut the pegs off. There is a huge channel on the inside, which in theory should make the butterfly joints work, but they were not moving at first. So I was able to get that going on both sides. And this actually was getting trapped behind the pec. So that probably didn't help anything either. And I think that's the only mods I did. So let me try this. I'm going to rotate these feathers in because they get in a daggone way. Well, I'm gonna try to put this on without heating it up. Like, get that hand going, get this hand going. Be careful, do this at your own risk because this is attached by that. So I would definitely rotate the elbows in so that we can squeeze these arms as much as possible and make sure it goes over the pig and the head, and we can start sliding the arms back, but like I said, at your own risk, because that's definitely stretches that out. But I was able to get that on without heating it. Yay. And I did off camera get it off without heating it, but you get the gist. If he didn't have that neck right there, you could pull it like straight back. And there you are with that. Oh, I did want to show him with the daggone helmet on. That's not happening. It's in the other room. It took me forever to do this. And yeah. You know what? Let's put him with his wings. Here are these two guys together. Close to the same size, if not the same size. But anywho, good figure set. I fixed two of the things I had a problem with. The thing I don't care about the most is General Ledger right here. They might as well just left him out and added something else. But if he was originally part of the original release, might as well just put him in there. But yeah, he is the least interesting thing in this set, with the eyes covered and the wings shut. So yeah, that is definitely boring. But good figure set, like I said. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos.